All right, so we're back in the game. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's kind of where they put us. Cool, cool. They want to get us back on the black bike. That's not gonna happen. But there is an alternate ending. But there is also lore. And there is also this stuff. Tireless beads allows you to unleash unlimited attacks. Nearly impossible for the enemy to spot you. And spot. Okay. Well, I mean, let's honestly be fair. We don't need gust beads if we have that. And if we have on the shadow beads, we really don't need self-defense. Sleuth beads. All right, so that's actually awesome. All right, so I don't know if that's actually going to work or not. Like, it says that it can be in new games, but I don't know if that's true. So, I guess we're gonna find out. I guess first I've got a school to try to figure out how to get into. Huh. Okay, I just needed to enter. My bad. I don't know how many stones we have. But I heard the alternate ending it pays tribute to Silent Hill, which makes sense, the fog and everything. We have two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're missing one. So we I've got to go figure out where one beat is. One. That's not gonna be easy. Alright, I do have a guide though to help. Alright, so let's see. If I don't think that helps me at all. Alright, now. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try over. Okay, so corrupted apartment. No. Super underground first time separated with KK. That's over this way. I think this is the one we're missing. No, I feel like we got this one. So this within itself, I guess let's just start at the beginning. I feel like we got that one. I feel like we got the forest. But I guess we'll take a look. If the apartment exists, we probably did it. I don't know. We'll check to be safe, but I'm sure it's got to be 6, right? Yeah, that or it is 4. Could it be 4? I feel like we got the rest. It's an open construction area. And this is the part that gets me the most, right? This is the large cylinder area. I feel like I did do it though. Oh, well, that actually scared me. Oh my. Aww. Okay, well, I doubt it's this. Yeah, let's go out. God, this is gonna be harder and longer than I thought. It isn't 4, it isn't 6. I doubt it's 5 either. Because I think I remember it being here. I guess I'll check the top of the middle school, which looks to be this-ish. And I feel like we've done it.
Bet you were a troublemaker, KK.
Don't be ridiculous. Not even I started out this way.
Nope, that was the one I was missing.
Must have a purpose.
Oh, it does. This is just going to be really weird. I'm going to say before I go in there because I just have this interesting feeling. Don't be running in the hallway. Nobody cares. All right, here we go.
That's all
Yes.
of them, but what's all this for?
Oh! Mysterious power prevents you from doing... Hello? I'm guessing we were abducted. Director human. You better believe we saw your pillar of light. Executive producer human. Search all over for us. So how much would you like to offer you this song in return? Oh my god, producers, human. It's called Approximately 30,000 Light Years in Search of You. Oh my god, so aliens did abduct us. In the classroom at the end. Oh my god. From the look at the UFO. Oh no. I gathered up all the blue stones. Then I put them all down and you showed up. Chasing down the universe. I'm so touched, tears like shooting stars. Feel love beyond the ordinary. Wow, this ending is so about humans. Racing through dimensions. Hearts. Sometimes just a sigh. So, the alternate ending, abducted by aliens. Huh. Music by Human. Wow. Human was the sound designer. So amazing. Camera stamp, UFO outfit, spaceman, space band. Light years in search of you. All right, let's check out this new outfit. I actually want to see it. Maybe not. Maybe it's a hat. Yep, spaceman, space band. Probably. Interesting. All right, so that was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Okay, so don't think I care about the tutor roles. Whoops. Sagittarius A, the celestial body resign. Believe it to be a supermassive black hole. Okay. Ancient Japanese curse ritual performed during hours between 1 a.m. 3 a.m. These hours of the day are witching hours of sorts. The rituals require particularly long gooseland nails to be hammered into straw if it's the person being cursed. Some believe the curse can be further strengthened in the straw doll. All right. Champs. Hmm. All right, Charm Champ series. Katashiro. Doll-like objects shaped like humans. They're made of paper, wood, employed as tools. And Shinato Senimori is known as Oshihara. Katashiros are rubbed in nailing parts of the body to absorb the corruption contained within them. They're then discarded in a medium like water to complete the purification process. In addition to their cleansing, Katashiros can house divine spirits. Those who possess spiritual power can therefore utilize them as a vessel to contain spirits that continue to wander the earth after death. Okay, let's actually come back. That does remind me of one more thing that I want to do. Okay, and it is over here. Because those figurines should be unlockable now, and I think they're the last of them. Yep. 41 figures. Holy crap. Let's go for it.
Make it count.
Thank you.
Well, I see why this one didn't want to be unlocked yet.
You never know. Is that a good one?
Ah, Japanese doll. Nice.
Come on.
Ah, that's what they're being called, is corrupted. That makes sense. Ah, Toragate.
Make it count.
How'd we do?
Something matching would be nice, don't you think?
Sure.
Come on.
What is it?
Akito's mother. I mean, you could have been nice instead of Akito and Mari's mother, but okay.
Let's see.
Handgun 3. Alright.
You never know. Is that a good one?
I'm glad the weather cleared up.
I'm glad it did too. Still questioning this whole Dale thing, though.
What's it gonna be?
What
A
is it?
figure?
Bingo.
Well, hello again.
Make it count.
Let's see.
Do I get to see? Yeah, I get to see a wall and partially you. There she is.
That's a ceiling.
Well,
You never
yes,
know.
there it is a ceiling.
How'd we do?
So the sink, huh?
Yeah, that's what she had.
Make it count.
Can't blame her.
What is it?
I mean, if that's a place that she feels safe in, then you
What's it
know,
gonna
it's what
be?
we need to do. And Midnight's
See?
under the bed then?
No.
Is she up there? Oh,
Hi.
she's like, hi, Mom. Fear me?
Come on.
Come here.
What is it?
Hi.
You were just trying to protect me.
Hi.
Thank you.
I love you.
What's it
Boy,
gonna be?
you sound so, what's the word I'm looking for?
Don't
Psyched.
worry about it. I'm
Ooh,
used to
KK.
getting my hands dirty.
I'll give you drugs.
Remember, kids,
Never
just
know.
still say no to drugs, unless you're a cat.
Let's see.
See? Drugs.
Oh, God, that makes sense.
Our bathroom.
Nice, nice.
My room.
Betting that,
Room.
I'm betting
gonna
that
be?
that bed wasn't easy to get in there.
No.
What is it?
This is the cat stuff for now. We got the
Food container.
water, food, the evil contraption Puma calls it.
You never
The
know.
evil contraption. How do you know Puma calls it that?
How'd we do?
Because she was crying the whole time.
Oh, jeez.
This is Deb's room.
So is she helping him till 3,
What's it
or?
gonna be?
I don't know. This is our living room.
Come on. Let's see.
And a front door.
Toilet's in like this when she gets out. Doing a little cubby.
Unless Alex fills it full of stuff.
The kitchen.
Oh, not bad kitchen.
The dining room.
What is happening? Corruption.
Toa.
I didn't see Tawa.
Toa's in the kitchen.
I know where she... Oh, okay. I was like, I know Toa was in the kitchen.
No, she's not.
Make it count.
How'd we do?
That looks like it hurts.
What?
One of the corrupted has their backs, like, bent halfway to hell.
In here?
Maybe she's in here. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider.
Come on.
I have no idea what these are supposed to be. I don't remember them. Oh, wait. Yeah, now I do. Never mind. I know what that was.
Oh, well, you're in the tub.
Toa got smart.
You never know.
Oh, shit. It can't be too many places for her to go.
Let's see.
Not for now. Do you think she got under the bed after maybe that's why Midnight ran away?
Come
Because
on.
Tora took under the bed?
I don't know where she is.
I say check the bed.
How'd we do?
Your bed.
I'm starting to freak out.
You never know.
Like I said, go ahead and check under the bed. I feel like maybe that's why Midnight ran away. It's because Toa took it over.
What's it gonna be?
Is that a good one? Make it count.
Let's see.
This has been Ed's Yokai Minute.
Oh, okay, Ed, sure.
What is it?
I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. More corrupted rain slashers, because that's all it's been. Oh, the kitty. Oh, that's interesting. Right, because the spider was the mother. You were already corrupted enough. Did you really need to laugh?
You never know.
Oh. Wow, corrupted Torrigate. Didn't expect that.
How'd we do?
Which I think was us. And Akito's father.
Think we got them all.
Why are you so damn happy?
Why are you so damn it? Okay. So. Back to the keywords. We got cherry blossoms and death. It's thought that cherry blossoms and death have a symbolic tie, stemming back to ancient times in Japan. It's sometimes said that the dead are buried beneath the roots of especially beautiful cherry blossom trees. Huh. A novelist by the name of Keiji Motojiro, yeah, I'm going to butcher these if they do names, published in the novel Under the Cherry Blossom Tree in 1928. It begins with dead bodies are buried under the cherry trees. The novel follows the story of a protagonist who becomes troubled by the thought that corpses could be the source of the near excessive beauty of cherry blossom trees, would further ground the morbid connections. Did you find her?
Yeah, she had a heart attack.
Well, I figured that. What was she doing?
Hmm?
Where was she?
I'll show you. Freak me out. I give you a hint.
She was, oh, never mind. I was right. Behind the... So she was still around the sink. She just hid better.
Freaked me out.
Aw, Toa's like, Mom, you keep finding my hiding spots.
Of course Mommy did. Mommy was freaked out.
Okay, viewpoint of a psychiatric patient. So, what you would have become if you couldn't have found Toa.
I'll see if I'll like to look for her.
I know you would. I would too.
And I was like, do you have all your stuff for your Xbox? Like, yes.
Let's hope so.
She's like, maybe you can play it tomorrow. Like, probably. But I might need that.
Alright, so we're going to look for good lore. It could be. We'll see.
How did he get all the chicken?
Oh god, that would be a lore that I would love to read. Do we really need to know about a supermassive black hole? What does that have to do with Ghostwire at all?
His anus.
Supermassive black hole. A black hole is a superdense celestial object which absorbs all matter that enters black holes, which are especially large, are referred to as supermassive black holes, as of Earth's sun. right, so let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna do this is primary, it's strange. If you squint hard enough, right? Possessors, guest room alcoves, a cat. Buddhist altar. Because some of these aren't as a model stomach, the stomach from a human anatomy model. This isn't the sort of thing you'd want to find, around your school. Okay. Oh, files. Hmm. Well, maybe there isn't as much to see as I thought. Like, I kind of want to read this, but I kind of don't. There's more than what I thought. I mean, okay, some of this might be. Like, Ed and them, I don't think we really care about. Okay, Henya, a mysterious man wearing a Henya mask is seen in No plays. Believed to be connected to the mass vanishing that has taken place in Shibuya, he grievously wounds Akito before whisking his sister Mari away. In order to reunite with his departed wife and daughter, he performs a ceremony at a shrine located in a area, which summons giants into the mortal realm. Rainwalkers. A type of visitor born from the hearts of those pushed to the point of utter exhaustion by their work. They apply an equally exhaustive approach to their work, robbing the living of their life force. Wonderful. Rugged walkers, a type of visitor born from the quiet underlying rage burning within those who have spent their lives being mercilessly trampled upon. Once that anger is unchained, there is no stopping the murderous rampage that follows. Wonderful. Rain slasher. A type of visitor born from the deep enmity that grows from personal conflict at the workplace. The creature wields its profound resentment as a deadly weapon, which is used to strike out at the living. Shadow Hunter, a type of visitor born from the self-destructiveness of those who have lost sight of what they once wished to protect and have become the very things they once wished to fight. Okay. Relentless Walker. Now, see, this is some of the lore I wanted to look at. A type of visitor born from violent mindsets. They are prone to rampage with this hulking, swollen bodies, crashing from place to place as they swing blunt weapons with reckless abandonment. Rage Walker. Types are born from explosive rage. Their anger is so intense that it has caused the very land beneath them to tremble. Students of misery. Type of visitor born from the anxieties of youth female students. They are quick to act and attack with merciless tenacity. Students of pain. Type of visitor born from the restlessness of young male students faced with hazy futures. They unleash the full brunt of their frustration upon anyone unlucky enough to cross paths with them. Students of toil. Type of visitor born from minds distorted by nonstop work without any time to rest. Working through their exhaustion, they lash out at the living with great vigor. That makes sense. Students of fatigue, a type of visitor born from the unbridled curiosity and the exuberance of young students. Their work to drain anything around them of the energy they need to pursue their obsessions. Shrine dancer, a type of visitor born from the sense of resignation felt by those whose desires go unfilled. They quickly descend from above when they spot a victim and attack relentlessly. Oh, trust me, I know. Lamination. A type of visitor born from the isolation of those cut off from friends and family. They hang in midair as they wait for their prey. Paper dolls. A type of visitor born from a life spent maintaining a vapid facade, empty smiles even, as the ready. They spread the very same negative energy they have been forced to bear. Passenger. A type of visitor born from the despair of a life spent on a predetermined course. Having veered from that path, they've now spread destruction in their wake. Wow. Marionette. A type of visitor born from the pessimism fostered by an empty existence. It heals visitors around it, pouring seamlessly limitless energy into them with total abandon. Forlorn. A type of visitor born from the sorrow of abused children. They are not directly combative, and when frightened, they summon other visitors to aid before them. Forsaken. Oh, that thing looks creepy. Types are born from the inexhaustible rage of young children. Though it doesn't attack others outright, it does summon other powerful visitors to fight for it. Wanderer, a type of visitor born from the desire to run away. Inside it lies only a void. It floats in the air and attacks from above. Kushishake, a type of visitor born from frenzied rage. They wield deadly one-handed weapons as they hunt and butcher their living prey. Crimson Kuchishakas. I like the hat better, though. A Kushia that wears its gruesome visage openly. Having cast aside the mask that once kept it hidden, it hunts prey with ruthless tenacity, its attention ever fixed upon finding its next victim. A Shiramukao. A type of visitor born from feelings of profound envy and resentment. They harbor a seemingly bottomless well of corrupted powers. Their outfits resemble traditional wedding dresses worn in ancient Japan. Retribution. A visitor born from the desperation of one who has been tossed about in life by the whims of others. They're able to dive through solid surfaces to stealthily pursue their prey. Yeah, trust me, I'm not a big fan of that one either. Silent gaze. A visitor born from confusion and anxiety of one who fears the judgmental gaze of others. They can be difficult to spot, and once they are, it's often too late for the victim. No wonder. Sanguine dancer, a type of visitor born from bloodlust and feelings of unbelonging. They whirl their blades in a frenzy, seeking the blood of the living. Sojasuki, a large humanoid visitor born from Yasa Toko. It can manipulate ether, enabling it to grapple and perform ethereal weaving attacks. Right. Biotora, a massive beast visitor that was born from an accumulation of animal spirits transformed Ko-Omanot's physical body. Tsusugumu, a massive visitor born from the psychic energy produced by Okana and other nearby humans. It forms the result of corruption brought about by lingering illness. Its spiritual energy levels are extremely high, and its enormous body is especially durable for a visitor. Hanagon, an enormous monster born from what remains of Hanya and the spiritual remnants of the puppets he'd created with his forbidden arts. Kappa, a yokai known throughout all of Japan that supposedly lurks near rivers and ponds. Its prominence in the popular consciousness has given rise to many tales regarding how they live and interact with humans. Perhaps most infamous, they're known to drag humans into rivers where they extract their shigadama, a mythical organ through to be the source of person's vitality. Once removed, the shigadama could end up eaten or given as an offering to a superior kappa. Either way, people who lose their shigadama become cowards, as though they've lost their very soul. Not all kappa legends are quite so grim or steeply in body horrors, though. On a lighter note, some kappa are known to enjoy sumo wrestling. In fact, tales of their grappling escapades are percolated through Japan. Alas, the sportiness can sometimes lead to their downfall. On top of their head, kappa have a bowl, commonly referred to as a dish. The dish contains water, but losing it will weaken the kappa, a force that can be exploited by opposing wrestlers with a taste for victory. Kappa are also famously vocacious consumers of cucumbers, a habit thought to stem from the ancient Japanese practice of offering cucumbers to water gods. This in turn indicates that kappas may once have been viewed as water gods themselves. In any case, their prosperity for the crunchy green gourds have resulted in makajin rolls containing cucumbers be referred to as kappa maka. Tengu, a mystical variant of yokai, believed to reside deep within Japanese mountains. They are possessed of exceptionally high spiritual power and any number of mysterious incidents in the mountain and often attributed to Tengu influence. One such incident is known as the Japanese as Tengu Dashia, roughly translated as the Tengu Fall. This involves a tree being heard falling in the middle of the night, only for there to be no evidence of such an event having taken place. Likewise, sudden instances of rocks raining down on people are referred to as Tengu Sabuts or Tengu Pebbles. While such tales make Tengu both feared and respected as quite capable of harming humans, there are also tales of the creature imparting knowledge and martial arts to those humans they take a liking to. Oh, that's cool. Minamoto no Yashatin, a famous 12th century military commander, is said to have learned swordsmanship from the Kurama Tenga inhabiting Kyoto's mountain Karma. Still other legends suggest humans transforming into Tengu, for example, Buddhist priests who have grown arrogant or resentful in life. After passing, those so fallen may find themselves in Tengudu, a realm inhabited by the creatures This has resulted in an expression in Japanese referring to haughty individuals as turning into tango. Nurakabe, a peculiar sort of yokai that impedes paths. This interference can take form in a number of ways, ranging from actual physical walls to invisible ones that prevent people from proceeding on a given path. Would explain a lot of games, honestly. According to some legends, those barriers can be infinitely wide and prevent any kind of circumvision, whether it be walking around, pushing, or striking them. The solution is, as the legends go, to use a stick to sweep the wall from below, which makes the Nukabai vanish. Oni. An iconic symbol of fear throughout Japanese folklore, known to eat humans and commit many other acts of evil, famous for tormenting the dead in Buddhist depictions of hell. Countless stories exist of Oni inflicting pain and suffering upon hapless humans. One well-known example involving Shutin Doji, an Oni with hordes of minions who ruled over a mountain. It is said that in the 10th century, he attacked Kyoto, kidnapping people and plundering their treasures, only to be felled by Minamoto no Yoshimatsu. The idea of the Oni has transcended its mythology roots, permeating much of Japanese language and culture. People who are particularly fearsome and imposing, for example, may be compared to Onis. Multiple common expressions related to Onis also exist, making something already powerful even stronger, such as by giving them a weapon is referring to as giving an Oni a metal club. In reference to the spiked weapons they are often depicted to wield. Another turn of phrase refers to the notion of even an Oni having tears in their eyes, alluding to how even the most seemingly ruthless and cold-hearted can feel sadness. Finally, Setsubun, a holiday held in early February each year, revolves around throwing beans in an effort to ward off Oni and bring luck upon a household. Azashiawarshi. A type of yokai featured in numerous legends in the Tohoku region of Japan that is said to bring luck. They resemble young children and live alongside humans in their homes. Zakura Rashi are known to be playful pranksters, often doing things like moving people's pillows down to their feet as they sleep, or dropping their eating utensils on the floor while they eat. When treated well, a Zaskia Warshi will be prosperous to a family. However, if treated poorly or driven out by those fed up of their mischief, their good fortune will vanish with them, bringing ruin upon the household. A Karo Kasi Koze. A type of umbrella yokai with hands and typically a single foot. They possess large mouths from which they often display their prominent tongues to shock humans. Though their charming appearance is well known throughout Japan, they are incredibly rare and a few eyewitness accounts still exist. They are theorized to be a type of Tetsugami, a term for a tool that has developed a spirit after years of use, essentially gaining a life of its own, enabling it to move independently. A Rokarubi. A type of humanoid yokai with a stretching neck. The etymology of its name is somewhat ambiguous. When kubi means neck in Japanese, a number of theories pertain to the rokiru portion, with one influential idea suggesting that the elongated neck resembled a pulley seen in water wells, which are referred to as a rokoru. In addition to the stretching neck variant, another type of rokirubi can detach its head to outright and fly it around separately. Dang, that's kind of messed up. In many cases, they cannot control the behavior of their neck, which will sometimes stretch on its own volition at night. Typically, Rokorubi get up to minor silly mischief like giving humans a shock in the night or licking up the oils used to illuminate their paper lanterns. However, there are also reports of Rokorubi that live deep in the mountains who violently attack travelers at night. A Kodama. A type of oak guy that inhabits old trees. It is said that once a tree reaches a century of age, a spirit will take root within it. As such, the Sicilian elders are often treated with special care in Japan. Should they be mistreated, such as by being cut down, the Kodama within are said to bring about disaster. Tree spirits have been referred to in Japan as Kodama since ancient times. In the Wamyo Rudrishuru, a dictionary of sorts written in the 10th century, the term is listed as the Japanese name for tree gods. There are many conflicting ideas about their appearance. Some depict Kodama as having a spherical shape, while others suggest that they resemble beasts or elderly humans. Some legends even contend that they take no form at all, with the only evidence of their existence being the sound that they emit. The echoes heard while speaking loudly on lonely mountains are often attributed to Kodama, which is why they are sometimes referred to in Japanese as Yamabako, or mountain echoes. An Itin Momen, a type of yokai that resembles a large white cloth said to have been sighted in southern Japan. Cloth needed to produce a single kimono. Itin Momen appear after the sun has gone down and attack humans, wrapping themselves around their faces, obscuring their vision and substantially suffocating them. Oof. According to those who have been attacked by Itin Momen, they immediately disappear if cut by a blade, leaving a splash of blood behind on the would-be victim's hand. Interesting. In the past, in regions where Itamomen were said to appear, adults would often warn children against staying out too late, lest they be caught by a lurking Itamomen. This was likely a testament to their fearsome reputation. Kamatachi, a yokai whose Japanese name translates to sickle weasel, due to the fact that, indeed, it looks like a weasel with sickles on its arms, or its bat weasel. Kamatachis have often been sighted in cold regions and so the word by extension represents the concept of winter as a season when used in haiku. According to legend, Kamatachi appear riding upon gusts of wind and slash at humans with their sickles. Though the victim initially feels no pain and no blood spills from their wounds, they eventually suffer massive hemorrhages and perish. Makes sense. Since many of these injuries are afflicted on the lowest half of the body, it theorizes the Kamakachi fly close to the ground. In another legend, a trio of Kamatachi work together. One pushes humans over, the next slashes them, and the third applies medicine to the wound, explaining the initial lack of blood loss. Huh. Nekomata. In Japanese folklore, cats who live for a long time can sometimes gain spiritual power. Their tails then split into two, and they transform into a type of yokai known as a Nekomata. The name itself has a partly ambiguous etymology. While Neko itself means cat in Japanese, the mata can be written and interpreted using different kanji, although generally it refers to the dual tails that they sport. Their spiritual power allows them to understand human language and continues to become stronger over time. However, Nekomata aren't entirely benign creatures, and in fact have sometimes been known to attack humans. Oh no. The Megasuki, a diary written by Fujiwara Sadi between the 12th and 13th century, describe a Nekomata who appeared one night and devoured 7 or 8 unfortunate souls. Questions abound regarding why these mystical felines have decided to set up shop in Shibuya, though at least one theory suggests they're trying to save up Mecca to buy some nether catnip. Oh my god, probably. Yeah, I didn't care about that. I mean, the lore is alright on this stuff, but not really. Yeah, I don't really feel like I care. Okay, a type of traditional cracker, Japanese snack cracker, though the standard type of cinnamon is coated with soy sauce. Oh, okay, so they were infinite. A key found in a Buddhist altar. I take that back. I don't think I care. Don't really care about that. We've listened to all the voice logs. All right, the sewer kid. Do we have time? Yes. A report came in about people in Shiba disappearing near a manhole. The whole thing smelled wrong, but Rinko was all too happy to delegate the task to me. I thought it could all just be some stupid prank, but I still went to meet up with the person who got in touch with us. Turns out it was a little kid named Ryota. Perfect. Lucky me getting to be some kid's gopher on top of being Renko's errand boy. Anyway, the kid told me about how someone named Sosuke disappeared near a manhole and asked me to go looking for him. At this point, I was thinking Sosuke was the kid's little brother or something. I mean, why wouldn't I? I found the manhole and near it a spirit claiming it had been killed by some kind of monster. Supposedly, they'd been standing right on top of the manhole when it happened. Introvert guy that I am, climbed on down. I'd only ever been down into the sewers one other time, back in the days of the forest, and it was just as shitty as the time it was back then. So once I got down, I ran into the kid in a yellow raincoat just hanging out there. Not the first place I'd think to find a lost kid, but I figured it could be Sosuke, so I called out to him, which turned out to be a real bright idea because it was actually the monster. The thing saw me, blew a whistle, and then a bunch more of them showed up to ruin my day. Thankfully, I took the thing down, but next time I'll just go ahead and take care of them before getting noticed instead of running my mouth. Surprise of surprises, in the end, Sosuke actually did show up, and he was a damn dog. My heart just about stopped when I first spotted him. Thanks, kid. Guess I'm a pet detective now, too. The dancing headless student. Had to look into some social media something or another recently. Apparently there was a bunch of posts that always go up at the set time of night involving a bunch of students dancing. I've asked Erica a couple times before to explain the whole social networking thing to me, but it's all way over my head. Anyway, the kids in these posts were showing up online without any heads. I knew that shit was bad for society, and there's your proof. Ed and Rinko analyzed the pics and figured out that all the kids were from a school in Shibuya. I went to take a look around, and sure enough, I found a bunch of those things. Visitors wearing student uniforms and dancing around like kids. Turns out they weren't the cause of it. It was actually some specter with an axe to grind about the whole being dead thing. The second the specter caught sight of me, the dancing visitors were on my ass. One or two I could have handled no problem, but this was a whole bunch of them, all spitting and screaming and throwing rulers and shit at me. Huge hassle. Once I dealt with them, I went after the specter. When I cornered it, I realized it was spouting a bunch of social media nonsense, stuff about no followers, and not having any mentions of DMs. Erica had been listening in, and she told me to try to follow the spirit's account. She walked me through the process, and it ended up working. After I followed it, the spirit calmed down and let me exorcise it. No idea why a spirit would care about fake internet fame when it was already dead. Maybe all those abandoned accounts are kind of like lingering spirits themselves. The Kringolna vanishing. Reports about that fog kept creeping in. Even so, every time we would show up somewhere, it would already be gone, leaving nothing but some dreary rain in its place. Today was no different. Rinko's monitoring device picked something up, but when we got there, all we found were the clothes of a mother and her son left behind like two molted cicada shells. It's hard to even imagine a parent and her child just gone. Precious life snuff out forever. My heart sank knowing that I failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt. As if on cue, the rain started pouring down. Heavier and heavier it felt with each passing minute, but I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella. Suddenly, a group of monsters appeared in front of me, brandishing their own umbrellas. I don't know what came over me at that moment. I was so furious that I flung myself at them. They tried to protect themselves with their umbrellas, but I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment, but pure wrath kept me going. As I made to leave, I still refused to open up my own umbrella. I just walked away, the pouring rain soaking me to the bone. The Manchuria vanishing. I got a tip on a missing woman from Monouchi. When you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw the woman one day when the fog rolled in. It blanketed the area, and then poof, she was gone. Times like these make me wish a certain somebody was around. Come to think of it, the fog and these disappearances set the scene for when I first met Renko and the rest of the crew. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought It was a load of horse shit. It wasn't until I met Rinko, Ed, and Dale, and until I touched an ether crystal myself, that I believed. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have once called hallucinations. Turns out being able to see spirits and monsters isn't fantasy movie nonsense after all. Guess I should be thankful, because otherwise I wouldn't have seen through that monster taking the form of a woman. She made a bunch of red orbs appear that chased me around, but I knew that, so long as I didn't let myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a walking nightmare, so I put her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag, found the missing lady's ID card in there. Then I came across some clothes that looked like they would have been hers. They were in a little pile, but the way they had fallen made it clear her body had just vanished. No mistaking whose handiwork it was, either. I'd finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. The awakened AI. There was a report of 7 employees working in a startup operation out of Shibuya, all disappearing in a single night. Most of the public figures just skip town, but there are the kind of cases that demand our attention. I don't know the first thing about IT stuff, or business for that matter. Sorenko tagged along and when I went to look into it. Rather let a pro take care of that stuff than try to fumble through it and make a fool out of myself. Rinko's a researcher by trade, and Ed too. They and the guy we're trying to catch used to work together, researching spirits and souls and whatnot. I don't understand the details, but they ended up discovering the existence of ether and the fact that some folks, like me, have an affinity for it. Anyway, the startup we were looking into dealt with research into artificial intelligence. They wanted to make an AI that could outdo a human. As Rinko herself put it, researchers are trouble. Bunch of people that don't know how to keep their noses out of what it doesn't belong. Just because they can do something doesn't mean they should. I kind of get the feeling that Rinko is pointing the finger at herself just as much as fellow researchers. And as well she should, since this whole mess started because of her group's work on the afterlife. We investigated the company's office and ended up finding the AI and switching it on. Sure enough, the thing that talked like it had a mind of its own. But it was no AI at all. It was some kind of monster that dragged me into the PC. It was weird as hell. Probably caused by corruption in the area. The monsters were swinging a giant pair of scissors around and damn near succeeded in cutting my head right off. My luck held, though, and I managed to take it down. I got to imagine the missing workers weren't so lucky, though. Probably all killed. Rinko was dead silent for the whole ride back. I think the situation hit kind of close to home for her. I tried to tell her what I thought she needed to hear. Screwing up doesn't mean you're a bad person, as long as you regret your mistakes. The line at the ramen shop. Normally a ramen shop attracting a line of hungry folks, night after night is nothing to write home about. People like a nice hot bowl of ramen after work, no mystery there. Now, if you had a ramen shop with a line full of monsters, that'd be something, though. And that's exactly what we've been hearing rumors about. Some famous joint that had shut down apparently had big old lines of monsters forming for it. So we decided to pay a visit to the site and see what was up. Dale was keen on going himself, but I'm pretty sure he was just in it for the ramen. Ed came along too, but he just played a recording of himself giving a big lecture on the history of ramen the whole way there. Welcome back and under a blanket, I think. Or do you have your robe on top of your head?
The towel.
Ah, the towel, that'll work too.
I'm cold.
New place cold?
Yeah.
Aw. 1 second. I'm gonna end the stream because all I've been doing is reading lore. So I'm ready for well, I'll explain it in a sec. Alright, so, I mean, there is a lot of lore. We're at an hour. Like, I am not going to get through all this in one sitting. I was hoping I could, but, yeah, no, it's just not going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here. When we start back up tomorrow, or the next day, or whenever, we get a new version of Ghostwire Tokyo, Spider's Thread, which has something to do with roguelites and repeating the same missions over? I'm not sure. We'll all find out together. But until then...